Hey everybody, welcome to My Open Movies. This week we are starting our month of revisiting old episodes. Now, if you've been a longtime fan or a former Patreon pal, the original had my friends Michael and friend of the show, Zach, brothers, and we went off, and Michael brought notes and I made fun of him for that. 14 years later, a million years later, 500 episodes later, I'm no more professional. But we rewatched Roadhouse first, and it was just pure delight. So, I hope you enjoy this episode, and please continue to like and share, and, let us know. Thanks, everyone.
Welcome to My Open Movies. We are back with another Redux episode. Funny enough, I'm going to take you way back. One of our earliest episodes is Roadhouse. I did it with the Krause brothers, Michael Krause and Zach Krause. We started the episode. Zach said, "I'll be right back." Took a shit for 23 minutes, and then came back to the episode and said, "What did I miss?" Now, it turns out in 23 minutes, he had missed about half the episode. But now, this time, he came and watched the movie, ate some pizza, had some whiskey, and then left again. No shit required. This time, in fact, Keiko is the one who has to shit the bed. So we're talking Roadhouse. I'm Nick Hoffman, your host with the mostest. And on panel, we've got
Keiko, and I have no plans to be going potty during this podcast, just for the record.
I'll be right back. No, and
we got Alex here.
Atlanta author Matthew W. Quinn, who will not be cleaning up any seedy dive bars tonight.
So let's start out with the beginning of this. The fuck is a cooler?
I think the idea is that he's someone who can take over a rowdy bar and make it respectable.
Yeah,
cool it down. You gotta cool it down.
Which often
man.
involves
situation.
Which often involves beating the living hell out of people.
And by the way, when I think of Patrick Swayze, obviously now I think of this movie, but so much of his career was like, I'm the dancer in the town that can't dance. I am romantically making pots because I was killed, and now there's Whoopi Goldberg. But, like, he kicks some ass. He is so in shape. And by the by, this is a time before HGH and testosterone, so he's just fucking
lean,
in shape.
I was actively watching this movie. I was looking at him thinking, like, 89. Well, of course, I got it. Yeah. But 89, there's all these kinds of enhancing drugs out there that I'm just trying to look at his physique. He might be on something because he is cut. My God. He's not cut.
This was like martial arts times.
Yeah. The 80s, though.
Somewhere there's a book opening and it just says, in martial arts.
The 80s.
It is kind of like...
Okay, I'll put
That's what I mean.
I'll put this to you, though, and to you, I guess, but he looks more natural than the titties in this movie.
That's true.
Most of them.
And you see a handful of pairs of those.
So on that note...
And some Swayze ass.
I chose this movie because I loved it as a kid, but... I watched it on
TBS,
TNT,
TBS,
Superstation,
absolutely,
and
TBS, 17 Superstation,
right after the Atlanta Braves game.
That's right.
And
dinner
I
and a
have
movie.
to tell you, they added some stuff to the real movie that was not in my version.
So did it make it better or worse?
I don't know because
probably a different movie. It's a different movie, really.
Yeah, no, I think as a kid, it was just this cool guy who
The cooler. He's cooler.
He's cooler. He's the coolest. But everybody's nodding. I can't take it. But it was like a lighthearted, like a cutesy story. I'm gonna clean this town up, like that kind of thing. But this movie was very gritty.
Yeah. It's darker. I bet it's a lot darker than the cable TV cut.
Well, and it's funny because
the cable TV cut would just cut out all the nudity. There'd still be beatings.
Maybe a little less violence.
No,
maybe
I don't think
less violence.
it was not as violent. I definitely didn't. I'm not gonna.
No, I mean we'll get there, but like
Yeah,
We'll get to the
there.
throat.
We'll
We'll get
get
to the
there.
throat stuff. There's some throat stuff.
but there can't be as much blood either, right? Like
I wouldn't think so.
And not back in those days. I feel like you know, when we were like teenagers, what was the one that Nip Tuck was on FX? I feel like that
think
was
so,
the
yes.
first like network station that
think-
really did like gore and butts.
Well,
I remember
FX
they
is
showed
cable,
butts.
so they-
And butts.
no, Matt's
Yeah.
yeah. something important. for
FX
once.
is cable, so they could have done whatever. I think broadcast TV you have butts after 10.
I'm talking TNT. TNT
Yeah, so
is
cable.
what I would have watched it on.
Well, but here's the thing. Is it TNT or TBS? Because TBS was broadcast.
TNT.
Yeah.
TNT.
And like that's also different. Now, that being said, there's also cutting for time and cutting for language because there's a lot of fucks in this.
They cut
and
a lot
also
of-
fucks in this.
They cut a lot of that out. A lot of boobies.
Yeah, I feel like whether it was broadcast or cable, they probably would have by their own standards, if they're showing a daytime like Sunday movie,
Yeah,
they probably would have cut it out
Yeah,
anyway, whether
non-
they're beholden to it or not.
Yeah, non-HBO generally doesn't have a lot of that stuff anyway, even if they theoretically could.
So I would be very curious if there is an edit of like the,
Oh, I'm
the
sure there
TNT
is.
version that I could watch
73
and
minutes
see
long.
if it's like this wholesome like cutesy movie that I remember.
Might be able to find it on YouTube or something.
They
Someone
skip
ripped
through
it
the
from
flowers.
a VHS they recorded.
She doesn't get fucked up against a wall.
yeah, apparently the actors like to troll the actress by telling her about her husband about the sex scene or something like that.
Wait, what now?
Really?
Yeah, I think Patrick Swayze would call up the actors that would play the doctor's husband and just annoy him about
Oh,
that
that's
scene.
awful. Don't say bad things about Swayze.
Well, you
He
know
died
what?
in a fire.
Jennifer Grey didn't like him either, so he was kind of a dick on,
Yeah,
on
but
set, from
if
what
I
I
recall
from what I
correctly,
understand.
everyone hated Jennifer Grey on that set.
Oh, is that
too.
true? All
Yeah,
right.
but who knows? I don't know. I found him delightful.
Yeah, he's great.
Keiko, it's your movie. Do you want to give a plot synopsis?
I can try, but I'll probably get it wrong.
No, just take 10 seconds here. Do it quick.
Patrick Swayze gets a job at a bar that's just like absolutely out of control with like brawls and girls getting like attacked constantly, and like they have the band inside a metal cage because it gets so rowdy, and so he's called in to like help. He's the cooler, so he becomes like the head bouncer at this bar, and starts the resolution by addressing the actual bouncers at the bar and how they are responding to people, and starts to clean up the bar. But then as he gets into it, he realizes that there's like a mogul guy in the town who is really controlling a lot. He's taking money from all the businesses in the town and being a big bad bully in a mobster kind of way. And I don't know that he really intends to like get involved, but he gets mixed up with a doctor who is related to that and sort of gets swept up in it. And the guy notices him. And he's got to get involved and address that.
Yeah, this is basically a grittier Walking Tall with more nudity.
Better than Walking Tall, though. Have you seen Walking Tall?
Maybe Walking Tall is the one I watched. I don't know.
Well, Walking
No, I
Walking
know.
Tall involves
I thought that was like a cowboy movie.
with a 4x4 just beating the shit out of people.
Oh.
I think the idea they had for this was something like Shane, the Western, only updated.
Well, and it's good. Now, first of all, Keiko, questions. Do pain hurt?
Pain don't hurt.
Pain don't hurt. Okay. So when should you stop being nice, Alex?
Is that an MTV Real World reference?
Well, I want you to be nice until it's time to not be nice.
I think he was trying to teach them de-escalation techniques before you tear the throats out.
Well, he's a philosophy.
Well,
He's
yeah,
a philosophy major.
That's what's really interesting is that he uses violence to quell violence.
If needed, but you got to be
needed.
nice. Yeah.
you got to be nice about it.
Well, apparently he's still got some lingering issues from the fact that he ripped the throat out of a guy who had a gun on him.
Yes, and I didn't fully get that.
Because
What
Sam,
do you say?
you tell him
We go nipple to nipple.
because Sam
I
Elliott's
do that
myself.
because Sam Elliott because Sam Elliott's telling him to get the hell over that.
Thanks, Tommy Lee Jones.
So he starts in New York City, and I guess
New York City.
right? Pace salsa. Great 90s commercial series. But so it starts in New York, and I guess Patrick
Where is Dirty
Swayze.
Dancing? Where does Dirty Dancing take place?
It's in the
Is it
Catskills. It's where those.
Hamptons.
It's where those. It's the Catskill
It's like a
resorts, where all the
Jewish,
Jewish
summer-
families spend the
Oh,
summer.
okay, so that's where he was.
Yeah, he just moved like 20 miles
Oh,
south.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he got a philosophy degree at NYU, and he learned martial arts, and but so I'm not sure. I didn't get why the Tillman guy. He just went to New York to find like the world's greatest bouncer
apparently-
/ cooler.
apparently
that's basically it. Like,
in this world, there's
they're like celebrities.
in the dive bar culture.
Well,
There are well-known bouncers.
any subculture has like I could call my stepdad right now, and I could be like, "Who's the coolest pool player?" And he would have like 3 pool players that he would just go crazy about and tell me all about. Like, so yeah, bouncer subculture celebrities. I believe it.
No, I imagine there's something called like, first of all, it's not Bouncer. It's Cooler Monthly. And then one day Dalton was on the cover, and what was his name? Teague was furiously masturbating and saying, because the way he looks at Swayze, he's like, "You're gonna fix my bar."
So many men in this movie want his ass.
Everyone wants his
They
Literally-
talk about it.
literally-
They show it.
Literally or
kind of want his
metaphorically.
ass too. R.I.P.D. Great ass. But like they show the man is in fucking good shape.
yeah,
But
he is. I mean, he could be a little bit bigger.
No.
I thought you'd be bigger.
Yeah, he's shredded but not bulky.
Yeah, like I said, listed like online. Most places I could find it is 5'10", and I don't
Yeah,
think
Tom
I
Cruise
don't
is
think so.
5'11". My
We,
ass.
I don't
we
think
saw
so.
him next to that stop sign.
And
in-
stop
in
sign.
all
That stop
reality-
sign towered over his ass.
In all
Dude, the stop
reality-
sign
talking
made
about
him
his
look
ass
like
now.
someone was after his Lucky Charms.
The
Started
stop
retired.
sign also is like down into the ground.
Well, that's true.
I want to be into her ground too.
Patrick Swayze's.
or the docks.
The doctor.
the
I mean, I
doctor.
guess.
Or the girl who sings. She's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool.
Bangs. Bangs are a hard look to pull
And
off.
one earring, which is very cool.
She was a pirate. I mean, she's a pirate.
She's a rebel.
Doesn't she at one point smash in somebody's head with a bottle?
She does, to protect the bimbo. The bimbo's hiding behind her and hands her the bottle. By the way, I do like how, like, how do I even put this in any rationality? But like, the beer bottles do less damage than the liquor bottles. Like, did you notice that? Like, they were smashing beer bottles on people. And they were like, "Ooh, ooh." But then someone handed her a Jack bottle, and bam! I tell you, a whiskey bottle, you go down.
What do you? Yeah, I was just gonna say, what do you think it really feels like to?
To like have a bottle broken over your head in a bar.
Yeah.
A beer bottle. Would
I don't know. I mean,
probably-
night is young. Let's go start some shit.
A beer bottle would take you
Find
down,
out.
but you'd be able to stand up again. A whiskey bottle would take you out.
That could kill you.
I'll tell you how I know this, and it's not I've ever been hit with one, but there's a woman near here who used to collect old glass for a fundraiser for their baseball team. And she did a good job. She started a company. The company got bought out. And now behind the local Whole Foods, because I'm that guy, there's a glass recycler.
Oh yeah,
And
I've used that.
so when I take the recycling there, I ask my older daughter to help me throw stuff in because they don't want any cardboard. And you can tell the difference of damage it does when you throw the shit in there between a beer bottle, a wine bottle, and a whiskey bottle. And I tell you, them whiskey bottles shatter a lot of shit, like skulls and other bottles. So there you go.
I thought you were going to have an example about a rage room. Did I tell you guys I had an idea for a business that's like a rage room, but it's a food fight cafeteria?
I think you've
I
run
tell
this
you?
by me.
You told us in person, but not on the
I seem to remember this.
podcast.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
Well, I'm going to talk about it again. I have an idea.
Copyright myopia movie.
I mean, Roadhouse is like a extended food fight, but with like glass with
Yeah, it
alcohol
really-
in
it
it.
really
if
is.
Patrick Swayze was played by Jim Belushi or James or the real Belushi, go ahead. Go on.
Oh, it's not that.
Business stuff. You might need to cut this out. Someone's going to steal this thing.
I don't think anybody's going to steal this
I don't
idea.
know.
It's just like a cafeteria where you just bring your own food and you have a fight with it.
No.
That's
it needs
fun.
to be like one of those sushi bars where everything's on a conveyor belt and you just pay for the food you throw. Dude, and it's Three Stooges style. It's like cream pie,
It's all
mashed
pies.
potato
All
side,
pies.
mashed potato side, macaroni,
see, I was-
casserole.
I guess I could still incorporate, because my idea was like helping, food waste, where the food is going to be thrown away anyway, and
I'm not
to be
saying I'm
consumed.
wrong about those.
No,
things.
but you're
a key
right.
lime pie with
could
bad
s-
limes.
It could still be put on the conveyor belt like that, but
And then, because then you could have like 8 rooms around the conveyor, and then, they just pick up the food at the end. Someone with a barcode scanner's like, pie, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, broccoli casserole, lasagna.
yeah, that's my idea. Nobody steal it.
And every Monday, because he hates them, it could be only lasagna, and you could call it Garfield Day.
It could be, or tuna pear pie.
R.I.P. Do you remember when you brought it for Nor?
No, that was a
Pear pie.
pear salad.
Pear salad.
No, tuna pear pie is something else.
So tuna in pairs?
Yeah, it's in a pie.
That'd be fine.
in a
I'd eat
pie.
it.
There's 2 tuna next to each other? Or?
No, it's pear. It's a pie.
Not alone,
And
but
on the
in
bottom
pairs.
you put pears, and then you mix tuna and cream cheese, and you bake it.
You remember when that guy was nailing that chick and he goes, I'm on break? And they said, yeah, it's okay. You can stay on break.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, shit.
That wasn't in the one that I saw.
Because her titties were out.
Yeah, it was a lot.
My wife has decided that until boobs get big enough, they're titties. And then when they're after a bigger enough size, they're boobs.
When do they become bazongas?
Well, that's up for President Clinton to decide.
Uh-oh.
Why?
I could clean up this bar, and because I feel your pain, and I'll inflict some pain.
Oh, that's Bill Clinton. I thought that was
That's Bill Clinton doing a Jimmy Carter voice.
I thought that was the grandpa from Family Guy.
You mean
come here.
the pedophile?
Yeah, he's like, come here.
equally pervy.
Jasper?
I'll clean you up real good.
I'll clean up this bar so good.
Come on over here.
I'll beat these guys like I beat up that Nazi.
Matt is doing his pedophile voice. That's good. Thank you, Keiko. So how do you want to talk about this movie? I mean, we've been talking about it for 20 minutes.
Okay, this
so-
is basically the Dixie Mafia, except they're in Missouri.
Yeah, it's just a lot of
Which, if we were literary, we'd call Southern Gothic. This is a Southern Gothic movie.
fight scenes,
Yeah.
like bar brawls, a lot of fun.
Because there's some Godfather 2 shenanigans in here that Wesley, the local gangster, is making Tillman employ his idiot nephew as a bartender, and his idiot nephew is stealing. So
Doing it in every way possible.
and so they fire him, and Wesley proceeds to have his little crew of like 4 or 5 guys bully Tillman to hiring him again. And then Dalton is like, no. And so dickhead nephew pulls like a K-bar on him and turns into another fight. When one point involves going out a window.
Lots of fights. That was the Crocodile Dundee knife, right?
I just
That's
wanna
not a
add,
knife. This is a knife.
So our pervert like host guy, I don't know, man. He looks at Dalton a very aggressive.
Owner?
Yeah,
Bar
he's-
owner?
John Locke's dad
Yeah, John
from
Locke's-
his con man dad from Lost.
Yeah.
He's got a creepy smile.
Yeah.
He's
It
a
is-
good guy in this movie. I mean, a decent enough guy.
and he just looks at Dalton with like this like
Just that crooked smile. It's like lecherous. Somehow his smile is lecherous in some way.
yeah. So they go to this bar in New York and they hire him for $5,000 up front plus $500 a day, and so over the course of this month, I would guess,
And medical costs.
and medical costs, like Dalton makes hand over
That's
fist.
pretty good.
In George H.W. Bush money, a lot of loose change
And he gets to live on like a beautiful little lakeside cabin.
for
Yeah,
$100 a month
That everyone
He's not
passed
there a
on.
month.
Nobody else wanted to live there? I don't believe that.
He's got to fuck without air conditioning. And stank. The farm stank. Nothing is more romantic.
He's basically
than
living in
farm
a
stank.
barn, in a loft in a barn.
And
I'd live there.
It's
Looks
so
sweet.
cute.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
That's a
bucolic
cottage.
fuck pad is what
dude,
it is.
he is sitting airing out the boys.
just coined that term.
He's there without pants, drinking white wine, reading philosophy. I mean, we've all been
That's the
there.
life, man.
Yeah, there's a
You'd be
scene where
airing out the girls, but like
there's a scene where one of the employees in the bar comes to see him and he's in there naked and she's like, "Ooh."
dude, bangs girl.
Yeah. Carrie?
Carrie. Yeah. Like, she's like, I brought you a donut and coffee. And he's looking at the donut. He's like, I just need the coffee because I am so hardcore. And I'll tell you what, though. He's
can't-
better than most vegans because he doesn't preach. But he's looking at this, like, fatty food. He's like, I don't have an ounce of fat on me.
Where would I put that?
Where would I put that? Yes, right.
Have you seen this ass? There's no more room. There's
She's
no more
seen
room
the
of any
full
cellulose on
package.
that ass,
Yeah,
okay?
Pure muscle.
She's not averting her eyes from his dongle. So, like, by the way, good looking dude. He's worked it. He's fine.
Did I say cellulose? I meant cellulite. Never mind. I just wanted to just correct that. Go back a few seconds.
Do plants have cellulose? Is that a plant thing?
Isn't that like a photography thing?
Cellulose is like fiber.
Yeah, I thought that's something in
Ce-
plants.
It is in plants.
Yeah. That termites
Cellulite
can-
is
that-
either
It's in
on an
butts.
ass or not, and Swayze ain't got none of that. Anyway, just had to correct that.
You got to breathe heavy into the mic now. So our villain is Ben Gazzara, Wesley.
One of those guys I've seen numerous,
He's in a million
numerous
things.
places.
Previous episode,
in
The
a
Big
lot.
Lebowski. But the whole thing is that, again, like a Southern Gothic, we have an outsider and someone who runs the town, and we don't want your kind here anymore. We don't want no carpetbaggers from New York City. And he runs apparently everything. And this is a very like old school idea of what they called back in the day the 3-tier system, where the person who makes alcohol could not sell alcohol directly, so they have to go through a intermediary to get to, say, the bar or the tavern. Now it's been loosened. That's why we have brew pubs. Back in the 80s especially, couldn't do that. And so not only does he own the local business through like the Improvement Society, but for our bar's sake, he owns the liquor distribution network.
Yeah, the Improvement Society is on paper like the Chamber of Commerce. It's really just an excuse for him to extort people.
Yeah, and the shop owner guy said it's like 10%. All businesses pay 10% to him.
You mean Red?
Yeah.
Red might be my like 4th favorite character in this.
Yeah, he's
because
cute.
he has like the white beard, the red hair, and he's like, it's like I'm not a big city lawyer. And he just, we'll get to the end, but him with that shotgun, like the greatest, Satisfaction, my friend.
This movie has so many really wonderful one-liners.
Not only one-liners, but character actors who are there for one job. You know what I mean? Because, like, apparently what Swayze does when he gets to a new town is buys a shit car because he knows he's going to get the crap beaten out of him, buys a bunch of used tires, and so what do then? You know you're going to get your car beaten up. You need the local mechanic, the local auto parts guy, apparently a lot of other bars, because everywhere he goes other than that is not his own bar to drink, which, good rule of thumb, just as someone who's managed businesses before, you don't do the thing you're going to do at the place you're going to do it. Right? So he drinks at these like little diners, little bars, little pool. Awesome. Everything about this is awesome.
Yeah, Red, and the actor, and I looked this up during the movie. Red Webster, character name. Red West is the actor name. That dude couldn't be anything other
He's
than
like,
Red.
nope,
That dude's
just
Red.
call me Red.
That's great.
It's like Charlie Sheen, where he always has to be a character called like Charlie or something.
Great cast. Great cast, up and down.
And Ben Gazzara looks like Belloc from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Like, he walks around wearing white suits.
Alex, tell us about the music.
Well, we got the Jeff Healey Band, which is the house band for the Double Deuce. Apparently, he and Dalton have worked together before.
Yeah.
Did he say Dayton?
Dayton, Ohio.
That place in
Dayton,
that shithole in Dayton, where apparently they were another dive bar in Dayton. Jeff Healey in this movie, I mean, he's pretty young. He's like 20, early mid-20s. He's a blind white blues musician. He had a little moment in the 90s. This is 89. I remember he had some kind of minor hits into the 90s, but he can shred. He's playing like some Doors cover. He's playing Roadhouse Blues by the Doors, of course. He's playing some Clapton covers. He's playing White Room.
Wait, why? I don't know.
Do you need to join our music league?
Oh, I'm in there.
Okay.
I'm in there. Keiko left. You left the last. You couldn't take it.
I couldn't take the heat.
Couldn't take it. He had to get out of the music league. But Jeff Healey, yeah, he's and he does some acting too. He's actually blind. He's not with us anymore either. Sadly, I think maybe 10 or 15 years ago.
Is that man hugging me, Patrick Swayze?
He did, yeah. He does a good job.
No, I mean, I do like that. There's at one point there's a woman like feeling him up, and he goes, Patrick, there's gonna be something mad happening. I let everyone and he has this residency at this place for months apparently.
Yeah. They're playing behind chicken wire, as we noted at the beginning, but by the end it's down because Swayze cools it.
Over the course of the movie, the Double Deuce goes from being just a shithole to being all spruced up, where everyone has their corporate uniforms,
like an Applebee's.
So I guess you can figure out how long the movie takes by how long it takes to remodel the bar.
Well, until everyone dresses like Matt.
Yeah, you look like you're wearing a uniform.
Yeah,
for the listener, it's like he's wearing like a red polo.
Red polo, yeah.
Or an orange polo. I can't tell.
I can't tell. I'm colorblind. Maybe it's blue. Dabba dee, dabba die. Dabba dee. Dabba die. No, and so over the course of this, Patrick Swayze is seducing a doctor because, step one, to get into a woman's pants, you have to bring your own medical records. Step two, you got to say pain don't hurt, which is the greatest line.
Because he doesn't want her to put a local anesthetic on him when he stitches up a knife wound. And so he's like, doesn't that gonna hurt? Pain don't hurt.
I have a doctorate in philosophy. There's nothing in there about pain not hurting, but I'll tell you what, I'd believe it when Patrick
And
Swayze looks
and
at
earlier
him.
he stitched up another knife. It wasn't a knife wound. Someone taking a bottle to him, and she compliments on him on his stitching.
It was a knife. But yes, and his stitching is pretty good. We see him with his medical kit. That's the beginning of the movie. It's a cold open. It's the stitching. He goes, she said, whoever stitched that up looks pretty good. And he goes, thank you.
So pain don't hurt. That's not exactly the basis of any philosophy, any world philosophy.
Probably some kind of stoicism.
I'm pretty sure Socrates said that.
Well, or the Freud dude. I mean, certainly Swayze's looking pretty stoic with those just like icy stares throughout the movie, man. I mean, the guy can act, but he also just spends a lot of screen time with a stoic, icy stare.
And an
pretty
erection underneath your karate pants.
And really shiny and oiled up.
He did wear gray sweatpants before it was cool.
And that's
it's cool.
when
When's it
Keiko
cool?
grabbed a blanket to cover herself. She can't handle that much Swayze.
I got too cool.
He cooled you.
Cooled you.
He's
right
the
there.
cooler. The cooler.
I don't know. Like, I just want to introduce one character we haven't talked about, which is Farmer Santa. Now, Farmer Santa
Lives next door to.
lives across this like pond from Ben Gazzara's character, and Ben Gazzara flies the helicopter over just to harass him, because he's the mafia guy in town. He owns his own private army, but like he is delightful. He is first and foremost completely romantically entrangled with Patrick Swayze. He looks at him every time like, oh my God. Thank God my wife is dead because I'd want to suck on that.
Yeah, there's a review I read that said that this movie made everyone gay for Patrick Swayze.
They're not wrong.
Yeah.
But this loft, he goes, well, I got to charge you something or the Presbyterians are going to be after me. And he goes, what about $100 a month? And he goes, that seems fair to me. And he goes, are you going to be doing Tai Chi or anything up there?
Because there's a lot of shirtless Tai Chi in this movie.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah.
So this
I gotta go toss some hay.
So is this the country boy version of Herbert the Pervert?
No, I've never thought about a man this way before, but maybe if he lives here forever and his girlfriend swims topless in my pond, which she does, end of the movie.
She does. And that actor's name, Sunshine Parker.
I would have hired him yesterday
That's a
if he had
name.
not died in the Clinton administration.
Oh, you're right. 1999. He died. Yep, you nailed it.
2000
You nailed it.
party over. Whoops.
You had
that
8
time.
years to get it right, and you nailed it.
Is he playing an instrument in that picture? It looks like he's like playing a.
What
a
is he
bass?
doing in this picture? That is. Oh, he's Tremors. It's a screen. It's a screen shot from.
Is he in the original
Oh,
Tremors?
yeah, he's got a shotgun. Yeah, he's in
Previous
Tremors.
episode.
Tremors.
1990. Yeah.
Previous episode. Well done.
Oh, I bet he's a delight in that too.
Sunshine Parker died February 17th, 1999. That's my dad's birthday. Not 1999, but I mean February 17th.
And
Yeah,
your
my dad
father-
wasn't born in
Well, that's
Your
1999.
father's
surprising.
alive, right? Yeah,
surprising.
thank you. Thanks for confirming.
Yeah. My dad is past his 30s. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
a
that
little
makes
bit.
sense.
A little bit.
So I guess there are a few scenes that we should hit on, like talk about the big action scenes. Like this movie is pretty cool in that it really did things. It really did blow up buildings.
So the first time we're introduced to Sam Elliott, who's supposed to be the best of the best, is when we are in a laundromat and Swayze calls him on the phone. and they're having a wet G-string night, which,
Yeah. Elliott's place. There's just women. I guess in the wet G-string contest. Of course, there's idiots punching the hell out of each other behind them too.
Well, and there's squirt guns for the wet G-strings. And by the way, when a woman is naked already, you're fine.
It would be more fun with squirt guns, though.
Yeah.
Has anyone been to a strip club before?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. The first time I went to one, I'll tell you, we're here, so I'll tell you the story because that's what the point of the podcast is. I was a groomsman. I believe technically I wasn't the best man, but I was acting as the best man at a wedding. And I was not interested in any of them titties because that's not the point here. Because I was supposed to be the sober person taking a bunch of drunks from place to place.
Fun.
This was right after college. So none of us had the money to be like, we're going to have a limo. Okay, so we went to the Cheetah, which in Atlanta is the place.
That's classy. That's the classy strip
They have
club.
a restaurant. It's not good.
I've had food from the Cheetah, actually. Yep.
I'm good. I'm proud of you.
Have you been to the Cheetah?
I have.
No, he had a
Have you been to the
he had an
Cheetah?
Uber Eats delivered.
I was
He's had food from the Cheetah in
performing.
such a way as to make me think that perhaps he was like, no, just give me the food and
Put your breasts away, madam.
Well, in Atlanta, the oh God, what is it? The Magic City is
what's the boy one?
Swinging Dicks.
Yeah, that one.
Swinging Richard. No,
Swinging
Richard.
Richard. Excuse me.
Sorry,
We're getting very Atlanta specific here.
Interrupted Nick's story.
No, it was just I was trying to get people from place to place. Like we started at one guy's house for the barbecue because we were right out of college. We were broke. And so we grilled out at one person's place for food. And then we went to the strip club and we went to somewhere else. And by the way, these are people that you have not met, but they're not strip club people. But we were trying to do the thing, and I was the best man, for Christ's sake. I've been a best man 9 times. Okay. And so it wasn't an iPhone at the time, but I'm having a sipping beer because I'm supposed to be the one driving these assholes around. And I'm not going to buy chicken wings at a strip club. And they're like, we bought you a lap dance. And I'm like, oh, thank God. And this woman was 5'3" and had the worst boob job I've ever seen. They were like out here. And I'm like, awesome. Hey, awesome. And my buddy, I'm going to just call him Jamie, and my buddy Patrick, who was the groom, was like, this is the greatest. And I'm like, thanks, guys. Can we go to the next location? And it was literally to the point where we were in college. And so I think we all crashed in my parents' basement after playing GoldenEye. Like, it was that. And it again, weird, veiny, and it was just and it wasn't my idea because I was just talking to the bartender. I'm like, okay, let me close out the tabs. Let's get out of there. Just like, guys, I have the best idea. Let's get Nick a lap dance. Get a look at her. And I'm just like, I don't know why this story came up. But
Hey, you went to Chris's bachelor party, right?
I'm not allowed to legally say anything about that.
I did not. I didn't end up going.
Oh, because he didn't tell me anything about it, so I didn't know if.
Well, I think we got into this because he's calling in Sam Elliott, who is working at a strip club, because I think he's realized the pickle he's gotten himself into by pissing off the local bully person.
Rich bully.
He's got to call on Wade Garrett, the best there ever was. He's getting up there in age, though.
And my buddy Jamie's bachelor party went to a science museum, right, Matt?
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
And we
hell yeah. So
we grilled out and ate a
Oh.
bunch of red velvet cake and watched Clone High.
hell yeah.
Chris told me that there was Mario Tennis, But I just,
of course there was.
I don't know about all that.
I should have gone. Oh well. I mean, we can play Mario Tennis now.
Yeah.
Only boobs I need to see are Alex's.
Your Princess Peaches.
I'm trying to lose them.
No, you need to see her Peach.
And Sam Elliott arrives in town just in time to save Dalton from getting beaten by 3 or 4 guys on one,
right?
Because they were trying to sabotage the Double Deuce's beer.
Crashed a bunch of the alcohol, and
so I think there was more fighting. There's another fight before this because Wesley had tried to recruit Dalton for his own gang because Dalton proceeded to whoop up on all of them at one point. It's like, I want this one.
Yeah, and he says there's no amount of money in the world that would make it so that he would work for him.
Yeah.
Because he seems to have experienced these types of people before.
Yeah.
But then, and I mean, I guess it might be that this situation is reminiscent of the situation he was in New York with the married lady.
Or in Memphis.
Or
Memphis was the woman
that,
he didn't know was married.
Yeah.
He's calling on his buddy for advice. Sam Elliott, I guess, just gets there immediately and coolly walks into a scene and starts kicking ass. And we were all just kind of struck by the fact that Sam Elliott is squarely in his mid-40s, and he looks kind of old, but he also looks young for Sam Elliott. And he's like he's skinny and lithe and just, man, he looks athletic. I mean, Sam Elliott is like a specimen as far as Sam Elliott goes in this movie too. He's looking like I've never seen Sam Elliott look.
His
Actually,
hair is so luxurious.
So many big '80s man hair. Patrick Swayze and
His
Sam
is not
Elliott.
Like big, it's long.
It's just long.
but
It's
like
that
flowy,
pepper, fully salt and pepper.
And then he throws it into a man bun at one point.
Oh yeah. Oh. That's right.
Well, Alex is turning into a farmer. He's turning into an old farmer for him. And then
I'm an old farmer for Sam Elliott.
Well, and I like how he re-enters this movie. They're tragically smashing Drambuie.
Yeah, I mean, take or leave the Drambuie. I mean,
I mean, there's Tia Maria, which is Kahlua-ish, but it's just like, I'm gonna smash these bottles, and you're just like, who's ordering Drambuie at a bar? Like, you'd think there'd be cases of just your basics, like rum and vodka, or like, because it's a bar, man. You're drinking beer and cocktails. I don't know, man.
how much paid product placement is in this thing? Because how many times does Jack Daniels get mentioned? Like 3 or 4 times.
I don't know. I saw.
Then you got
Clorox,
Drambuie right
I saw
there.
Pepsi.
And they're all
Colt
drinking,
45. You see Colt 45 signs in several places.
and all they're drinking at one point. Sam and they go out to like drink all night and have pancakes dances. And they're all drinking.
They do that.
They're drinking MGDs, right? Or is it Coors? It's
You know what? I didn't clock what beers they were.
Well, that's why
I think they had a gold label, maybe.
Well, that's why the product placement didn't work. It's entirely possible in this like late '80s movie that the product was just like, what do they drink? Someone tapped their chin and said, "What's at a bar right now?" My cat's being a real piece of shit. Oh. Wife? Pretty awesome.
Cat? Not so great.
No. My cat, who's 103 in cat years, is just no.
It's lots of great cats at Good Muse.
He doesn't want another cat.
I know. They need good homes.
Well,
there's dozens of them.
As a beautiful person, you need 7,000 cats just shitting everywhere.
He already has cats.
Too.
So,
but then I have all the good cats at Good Muse. It's probably like 75 cats.
cats.
I like the kitty cats that have the collars that show that they're mean.
Yeah, the yellow collars. Yeah,
Yeah.
The yellow at Good Muse. I think maybe there's red.
I like
It's
to try to
So-
pet them.
Keiko,
I
my
got swiped
beautiful
at last
friend
week.
here, took the Cub Scouts to Good Muse to do good Muse things.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And my daughters came home crying,
Crying 'cause
because
they
they
didn't get a
wanted
cat.
to have the cats, and I'm like, no, guys.
Aw.
Yeah.
And
Kind of backfired.
So,
So anyway, things escalate in this.
friend of the show, Candace Pulaski, said I can't dress like Patrick Swayze in gray sweatpants anymore because I'm too sexy.
yeah,
So-
because
Were you doing Tai Chi?
No, I was just doing the podcast like this.
Oh, okay.
as Keiko said, things escalate quickly. Like Wesley and his cronies, including his bimbo stripper wife or girlfriend or whatever, show up at the bar to cause trouble. It turns into like a giant fight. He has like one of his cronies is like the maestro of beating people with a pool cue.
Yeah, she performs some sort of like striptease that summons fighting somehow.
I think he was just trying to walk
guess
into the
she
bar
was
and
just
just make
causing
it.
a scene, yeah, making trouble.
Well, he Dalton says to Wesley says if you have a pet, you better keep it on a leash or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, there's a lot of instances of dudes treating women not so great in this movie. But
Yeah,
It's
Here's another
it's
one.
mostly Wesley. He's hits his
that's
mistress
true.
at least once.
well, but Bangs Girl's a pretty good character.
she is. She demands everyone's respect. The other ones, nah.
So that's another brawl because Wesley and his crew just want to cause trouble at the bar, and then he blows up Red's auto parts store.
Yeah, and I feel like that was probably like the big thing that really started it. So the store explodes, and then he goes to the auto dealership, and they show up with a monster truck, and
Because I think the auto dealership was going to call the FBI because the local cops are all owned by Wesley. So
yeah.
I'm going to drive a monster truck through your showroom.
so he drove a monster truck through the building and
Over a bunch of cars.
all of the cars. Which
I mean,
a very cool scene to witness.
I mean, apparently, I don't know. There's not like any local TV or sort of press coverage here, and Wesley just kind of gets away with whatever, or he
the
owns
80s.
it all. I guess he owns the local
Yeah.
news apparatus. Yeah, he can just get. I mean, and of course they're like the Southern Mafia. They've got a giant ass grave digger monster truck because of course they do. Because I guess this is the I mean, what else are they using it for? I don't know, but I guess the best use is driving over a bunch of cars at a dealership and through the showroom front window.
Yeah, it was introduced like 2 scenes before where a guy can't get in or out of it. But
Yeah, that's right.
But it's what this movie becomes very, I don't know, like the second half is just a Southern Gothic, right? Like, you don't belong here, Mr. Dalton, which is fine. Like, we finally have a plot, but like, any fun I make of this movie, I love it.
Is monster truck before or after the farmer gets blown up?
It's before.
Before.
Yeah,
Okay.
so first they destroy Red's auto shop, which is,
Red.
I mean, and by the way, we're supposed to feel bad for these guys, and we do. Like, they're all lovable oafs. Like, even Milford Mimley, the guy with the mustache who owns the, it's like a Chrysler, no, it's a Dodge dealership.
Ford, or was it Ford?
Yeah, it's got the car
got-
company so prominently displayed. They probably paid for it.
Big T's.
Big T is...
Oh, I guess that was where
Big T is where the wet thong contest is happening, right?
I thought that was the car dealer. I think that was the car.
Car dealer is
he got
his name with
first
the car.
at.
No, Big T is where he
yeah.
buys. Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. But it's not the one in town.
And that's not the one in town. The one in town has the old school like showroom.
Yeah.
And I will say, We were all cheering. I was cheering when
That's badass.
when he went over it like he was Truckosaurus, man.
Yeah, like he was friggin' Gravedigger, and they actually crushed some cars.
They crushed cars, and
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah, things just escalate because Wesley is losing his mind that this guy is standing up to him. So they blow up the guy who's renting his house to him, and then his
poor
minion. Patrick Swayze jumps from like a tree to knock the guy off his motorcycle, and they have like a 10-minute long.
Before we get there, I just want to say I love the scene where they have coitus like 4 times, and we see her butt after we've seen his butt. They have coitus again on the roof. Ben Gazzara looks and says, "Harumph." They blow up the man's house. Swayze does some sweet kicks and martial arts, runs into the man's house, saves him, and goes, "Are you all right?" And he goes, "I'm breathing, ain't I?" And then he chases the man down on his moped.
And they have a prolonged
A 20-minute
fight scene.
hand-to-hand.
Long
yeah.
fight scene.
And at one
Alex
point,
and I held hands
and
the entire time.
and this is
I was
this is
scared.
where someone else wants his ass. I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
Yep. He really said that.
Strong terms.
Really said that.
That was in the TBS edit,
I can't
too.
believe Matt just said that.
It's
yeah,
an
he
establishing.
wasn't even quoting the movie.
It's an establishing character moment. Because some people notice that character is not interested in all of Wesley's hookers and blow. He just wants Patrick Swayze.
And didn't they show him with the one earring?
The
Did
one earring.
So they did that.
That was
You know
the
what
thing.
it means
All
that I
right.
am a
I mean-
pirate.
That was the thing back then.
That
I
was
remember.
really.
And you had to be careful about which side you put it on, right?
Yeah, I remember there was this big thing about Elton John, like having one earring when I was a kid. It was like, it was always, oh my God,
Harrison
he's gay.
Ford had the one earring.
Well, that's true.
I even have a coworker who has the one, but he goes very clear. He goes, "I'm a non-vet, you bastard. It's just my mom's earring when she died, so I got it pierced."
wow.
And so he made sure it was in the right ear, like.
Right. That was the thing. Is like it depended. It mattered which ear you put it in.
yeah, I'm
It's
not gay.
non-vet
It
again.
was my mom's earring.
I know. Thanks, Liberace. But regardless,
And he rips the guy pulls a gun, he rips his throat out, just like the
does.
Memphis episode.
Yeah,
that-
which is.
and the doctor is shocked, nay shocked, that this man.
Yeah, he like discards the guy into the water, and she runs over and pulls him out of the water and like inspects him and is like,
yeah,
He's
I can't
"This
save
man
this.
has
Yeah,
no
yeah,
throat."
Yeah.
she's like,
Yeah, I'm not an
we can put
I'm not
it
an
back.
ENT. I'm not an ENT. I can't fix this. There's no way.
Dr. House is like, well, he has no
he's
throat.
bouncing a ball on a tree.
He's
out.
got this like 3-finger method. Like he shows it at the very end. We can get to that. He's
Dr.
got
House?
like
Oh, no.
yes,
What
Doctor.
are you talking about?
Hugh Laurie's got a 3-finger method. Let me tell you about it.
Yeah,
One in the pink and 2 in the stink.
Patrick Swayze's Patrick Swayze's 3-point palm throat ripping out technique.
How many in the stink
It's-
do you
he's-
think
he
you
was
can
doing
handle,
the old-
madam?
He's doing the old why I know. I told my kids about mantis shrimp the other day, and we had so it's not related to this at all. But we watched The Wizard
Wait,
of Oz.
are we gonna let someone
Yeah,
take over the
this is a
podcast to talk
side
about a
track.
side note?
Yeah, this is a side note. So we watched The Wizard of Oz, and then separately, like weeks later, I told my kids about mantis shrimp and how they have like a super strong punch, and to tell like my kids what it was like, I was like, yeah, the mantis shrimp is like walking around like, put 'em up, why, yeah, and I was like, I realized that they probably have no idea like what. Like why I'm talking like that to describe, the
No, if they haven't seen
shrimp.
those cartoons, they don't know what's
Well,
going on. Or
that's
those
why I
old.
raised my children on a hefty diet.
But
of
they
Looney
they
Tunes.
saw the Wizard of Oz, so they were like, "Oh, you're the lion from the Wizard of Oz," and I'm like, "Yeah, like." But anyway, that's what Patrick Swayze was like.
Yeah.
The end.
My brother composes classical music, and yet the only music that my kids know from the opera is from Looney Tunes, and I'm fine with that. The
They're like,
Rabbit of
"Oh,
Seville
really?"
is a masterpiece. I don't know what to tell you.
The doctor
Matt,
has
does pain hurt?
Well, that hurts the doctor enough that she leaves Dalton, and Dalton gets pissed off and shoves,
prison boy
butt pirate into the ocean, into the water, and pushes him towards Wesley's house while cussing at him across the lake.
Yeah, this is Jason Voorhees' problem.
He calls out to him, and he's like, "Hey, hey!"
They can like see each other this whole time, basically.
And then
it's not a big lake.
He cusses him out, and he pushes the body across the water to him.
Yeah, so he was probably maybe he was watching the whole time. You see his minion at work.
And this is like where everything breaks down, and he's super mad, and he the big bad guy tells him that one of the two most important people to him have to die, like for them to be even.
You want Wade or the doctor to die?
And he refuses to choose, and so he decides to flip a coin and doesn't tell him who.
And then Wade comes in, and three of the minions have given him a working over.
Yeah.
Well, and it's so funny. I'm not going to like write a philosophy book on this movie, but like the whole idea, he says it over and over again. Nobody wins in a fight. Like the whole idea over and over again. No one wins in a fight. And it's so funny because everyone pushes his hand. Like I forget his exact 3 rules, but his rules are like, try to decelerate the situation, take it outside, never fight in the bar. And these people are pushing every one of those rules, so they have to die. Like, it's so funny. Like, we're told he's a philosophy major at NYU, which means literally nothing to me, but apparently to the film writer, it meant so much. But like his Buddhist tendencies and his Tai Chi are so simple and sweet in this. This screenplay is exactly 0. Like, I love this movie. I do. I'm not going to say a bad thing about it, but like the philosophy here is so basic.
Yeah.
And yet they're like, well, what if a good guy is pushed too far, which is every movie that's ever happened.
Yeah.
But like, he's like, I'm going to do Tai Chi shirtless and maybe turn Santa Claus gay. Who knows? But then he's like, and then Ben Gazzara is going to kill everyone I love. Well, then I better kill everyone.
Yeah, he pulls some the Dark Knight type scheme where he has his minions beat up Wade but not kill him. So Dalton thinks they're going after the doctor, so he goes to the doctor, and then while he's gone, they kill Wade.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the doctor is just looking at pictures of Elvis's colon. Like, they're just impacted, like, huge colon. And he's like, you gotta go now. And she's like, why would I go? I'm a doctor. And he goes, they're going to kill you. He's like, no, they're not. You haven't read the next page of the script. And he goes, and Dalton, he's been stabbed through the chest, and it says, it was Tails?
Yeah, there's a big knife with stuck to a letter, nailing the letter to him.
Yeah, Wade, Dalton comes in, he thinks he's just had one too many beers, because once again in this movie, if anything's wrong or someone's just coming off knock down, drag out fight, someone says have a beer. So he tells Wade to come in and have a beer, and he's like, hey man, I said one. He's laying on the bar, and he's got the
Spencer Strider tore his every tendon in his arms. Like, you need
have a beer.
You have the Rockies, my good friend.
So when he sees that, he just goes insane.
He goes nuts.
That scene takes 7.5 minutes where he's just like,
yeah,
like he's like twitching. He has the DT shakes. He pulls the knife out, and then we smash cut to his nice Mercedes. And then the last 20 minutes of this movie is a Death Wish movie Friend of the show, Steve, said it was Commando. No, Zach said it was Commando.
It's like Die Hard in some
Steve and Zach.
and some nouveau riche guy's mansion.
They kill all the guys.
He uses a knife to hold down the gas pedal to have his car kamikaze the guy's house as a distraction.
Incredible scene.
So he could sneak in the back and take out all these guys one at a time.
I will also just add, just because you said that, the last 15 Rambo movies aren't great, but that first one is a very good movie. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And that's what this reminds me of. Like, there's just the knife play. Like, he's a man who should not be there, who's trying to defend himself against a corrupt local government. Southern Gothic to the end. And this sequence is so fucking good. And the smallest of men.
He could be bigger.
Patrick Swayze.
5'10".
Michael J. Fox and Joe Pesci next to each other.
Yeah. No, it's like, Rambo. I see the Rambo parallels. Like, he's been traumatized by some shit from his past that wasn't necessarily his fault. I mean, I guess the lady never told him that she was married. And as Wade says, if a man puts a gun to your head, you have two choices. You either die or you rip his fucking throat out, I guess. So, I mean, he's got some PTSD from that episode. He's got some PTSD from ripping that guy's throat out. But yeah, the scene, like Matt said, where he, pins the gas pedal to the floorboard with a knife and the car like jumps a hedge and in the middle of doing a barrel roll catches on fire during the barrel roll is badass as hell.
Because Wesley had all his guys waiting with guns, so they are unloading dozens of rounds into the car, and I guess something finally hit something flammable.
I love how it's two things. That's not how guns work, but also fuck yeah. Like,
fuck yeah, mostly.
So good. Like, because they're like, fire at the empty car. And they're like, oh. Like the way it explodes. And this is the nice car because he's going to be,
it just shows that he's just
his
lost
past
it.
is behind him.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and Ben Gazzara hasn't showed up yet, but he's gonna. I love this. It's more of a death wish, or as friend of the show, Steve, Commando. Like, there's shit going on. He's above it, and our villain is in the back, like Dan Hedaya. Like, it's so much.
Was it you or Steve-O who called this movie White Trash Commando?
Me.
Yeah, it was Nick. After Steve pointed out
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so he proceeds to just kill or incapacitate all of the minions, including the kind of fat, dorky one who just drops a polar bear on him.
Well, he seems to be like frightened by
taxidermy.
Taxidermy animal heads. And then a polar bear like rolls toward him and he freaks out and it falls on him and like kills him. And then we find out later that it didn't kill him.
It stuns him.
It just stunned
the
him.
The giant stuffed polar bear, it'll falls on you, just stun you for a little bit. Yeah, you'll just be stunned.
Then Patrick Swayze meets the bad guy and they have a big fight with like javelins and lots of knee kicking.
There's some javelins.
Made my knees hurt.
Spears.
Yeah, it made my knees hurt watching them fight. All those knee kicks.
Because there's a whole discussion, doesn't matter how big the man is, kneecap him.
Well, and Keiko asked me to stop massaging her knees, so.
and he's going to do the 3-point palm throat ripping technique.
Yeah,
but then
he finally got him down and he was going to do it.
And as character growth, I guess, he said no and turned away. And then everyone in town shot the man to death.
Sure did.
What? Fucking A, dude.
Red's there. Emmett's there. The car dealer is there.
How do you end a Southern Gothic? Well, you fucking kill everyone.
And then nobody saw nothing.
Yeah.
And
do you
then
like how Red just took the shotguns to the next scene? And the cop shows up and goes, BAM! So what happened here? And everyone's like, I didn't see nothing. And then Polar Boy just goes, huh, son of a polar bear fell on me.
Yeah. And that's the end of the movie.
Well, now. So that movie ends with the blind guy playing at the Double Deuce and Dalton and the doctor skinny dipping.
Yeah.
As things should be.
Thank God we saw her nipples, because we hadn't yet.
I think we did in the.
We did in the
Yeah,
bed.
she got out of the bed. Yeah. Look, we all clocked when we saw her nipples the first time, Nick, okay? We time-stamped that shit.
That was nipple number 23 and 4.
And well,
Thank
That
God,
sounds right.
because
That sounds,
I was
I'd have to
worried.
check my
I
notebook.
was worried.
I have to check my
that,
spreadsheet, but I think that's right.
A friend of the show from Cineprof, Candace, wasn't on here. She would have known how many nips we saw. So thank God you were here to help me.
Yeah, I think that's right. We could probably ask ChatGPT that question.
I don't know. It's not very good at counting.
If we want to.
No, that's
Waste
it does
a water
It
bottle.
has counting problems. It really does.
I like how sometimes it can tell you something and you can be like, no, that's wrong. And it'll
It'll be like, oh, you're so right.
You're
oh,
right.
wait, let me
It's
try
actually-
again. It's like you unctuous fucking technology. Like, stop being like that.
no, don't talk to ChatGPT like that.
I need compliments. Alex, I have 3 women in the house. See, Keiko and I are like friends
lone-
but opposite.
We're lone wolves.
She's the only one with 2 X chromosomes in her house.
Well, there's a cat.
Aside from Mousy.
Yeah, there's a
but-
mouse cat.
Yeah.
How much sexually do you really? No. I'm the only one who has a Y chromosome in my house. And here's the thing. I think we get along because of that. Also, I'm funny sometimes. She's funny more often, but I'm tall.
At least 5'10".
At least.
Yeah. Probably 5'10". 5'10" and a half.
The first time I said I was hanging out with you again, Alex, my mom said, "Really?"
Oh, she
so
she
sweet.
remembered.
He
me.
was so sweet in
Ah.
kindergarten or whenever you guys knew each
No, I
other.
knew him throughout middle school.
Oh, okay.
Elementary.
Well, not elementary. Yeah.
Well, Alex, he's such a sweet little boy.
Alex is a nice guy.
He's so cute.
I'll go first.
Not anymore.
Rip somebody's throat out.
I mean, he's addicted.
Oh,
to
he's
pranks.
doing the
It's a shame.
finger method. Sorry.
How many in the stink though? No.
3.
We'll have to ask
ChatGPT.
the prison the prison rapist about that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first. This movie is perfect. No. So there's this joke on Family Guy that Roadhouse is Peter's favorite movie, and then whenever he punches someone, he just says Roadhouse. I'm not that far, but like friend of the show Steve said, it's like Commando is right here. I'm like, yeah, to me, this is like, it's the afternoon, we want to watch a movie, crack open a beer. This movie is fine. Like, I like this kind of a flick. It's stupid. It's not perfectly well thought out, but since the director's a stuntman, there's a lot of stuntmen. It feels like it flows, and on top of that, there's a lot of good actors who deserve to be in this. I'm not sounding sexist here, but like the women aren't great actresses.
Elizabeth's not exactly. Yeah.
But
she's
like
all right.
Patrick Swayze is good, Ben Gazzara is good, Sam Elliott is good.
Sunshine.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Matt, what do you think?
It's entertaining. I mean, it's not like high cinema, but you get lots of fight scenes and car explosions and general mayhem.
Alex?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. The music's pretty rocking too. You got a lot of bar fight scenes with many different ways people wield bottles and other things you find in a bar as weapons. Swayze's Looking great. He's got that stare going on, that steely stare, man. It's good. A lot of fun.
I agree. I love this movie. I had fond memories of seeing it as a kid on TV, and I think it holds up. It's got it all. It's funny. It's got action. It's got romance. It's got explosions. It's got the 3-finger method that Walex is.
Wait, back up. What?
What?
3 fingers?
The 3-finger method.
The 3-point palm throat ripping technique.
Yeah.
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 Which we're all going to try after we get out of the podcast recording.
Yeah, on each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Just all 4 of us at once.
No, it's just a cute movie. It's a romp. I love it. Watch it.
I'm going to watch the I bought a secondhand DVD of it, and it's got Kevin Smith and I guess his producer Scott Mosier with the commentary because they're big fans. So,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can find the TNT edit.
Yeah, with no boobs, boo.
No, with no boobs and with commercials. Like I just want like a fully just ripped from, 1995.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to... Okay, there it is. So, hello.
How many boobies? Oh, that's not what you...
I was trying to look up what came next, but unfortunately, we're moving the movie we had next.
Oh, okay. That's right.
Later for release reasons. So, we will have another movie next week that's a classic, and I guess you'll find out soon. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for reviewing, because that's how people find us. So thanks, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Myopia Movies is a podcast production of Dude Letter Podcasting and is produced by Nick Hoffman. It is edited by Nerd Trinette and Daniel Sudis and is hosted by Nick Hoffman, with production assistance by Matthew Quinn, Daniel Sudis, and Nerd Trinette. The theme song is Surf Shimmy by Kevin MacLeod from Incomptech.com. Licensed under the Creative Commons by Attribution 4 license, Creative Commons /licenses by /4.0. Thanks.